Welcome. In this video I'm going to be teaching you about bulk SMS feature of FixYourFunnel. It's pretty important if you're talking to large groups because of the number of interactions we have to use through Infusionsoft's API. So let me explain to you how your normal SMS conversation works. Basically your prospect or customer texts in to FixYourFunnel number. We talk with Infusionsoft and then we respond back to the customer. If you're in a situation where you're having a lot of people texting at the same time, Infusionsoft limits the API calls that we can make to them and could actually cause an error to happen. So when there's too many messages, Infusionsoft will block our API calls and it will cause an error on our side because we won't be able to get the information from Infusionsoft or communicate it back to the customer or prospect. So what we did is we came up with a way to allow us to leverage our strong servers and still be able to get the information into Infusionsoft, but to do it in a more organized manner. So if you have a group of 500 plus that you plan on having involved in SMS conversations, then the ideal scenario is actually to turn on the bulk SMS feature, which I'm going to show you in just 1 second. And then what will happen is the customer will be interacting directly with FixYourFunnel back and forth. But then once your event is over, if you were, let's say, presenting at InfusionCon or a large group of people, then what you would do is you would push the button, and then pushing that button inside of Infusionsoft or FixYourFunnel will start the communication between FixYourFunnel and Infusionsoft in an organized manner, making sure we don't overwhelm your API limits. So all the information will get into Infusionsoft. All the interaction will be the same as our live non-bulk SMS conversations, except for the Infusionsoft portion will be delayed until you push the button inside of your FixYourFunnel account to start the throttling of that information into Infusionsoft. So it'll all be safe and sound on our servers in our databases until you push that button, and we'll transfer it all over to Infusionsoft. So since you may be interested in how this is done, I'm going to show you how to activate this in your account. Here I'm in my FixYourFunnel account, and you see I have a number of different numbers, and I decided I'm going to show you how I'd make this number available for bulk SMS. So if you haven't seen this in the past, I just turned this on for all of your accounts, all of the accounts, so that you could be able to use this feature. This is makes this phone number a bulk number. So all SMS conversations related to this number will collect data but won't stick it into Infusionsoft until you tell FixYourFunnel that you're ready to have that information transferred over. So be aware of that. So you get a confirmation. I'm going to turn it on. And you'll see that it's on because it has these little broadcast waves coming out of the antenna there. And that indicates that this number is activated for bulk SMS. Now, again, you want to make sure that you're aware of how that's going to be working, because it won't be transferring data live in real time to Infusionsoft. It will require a push of a button on your part in order to initiate that transfer each time. So this is really ideal for when you're speaking to large groups and you want to make sure you capture all the data and they have a pleasant experience interacting with your conversation. But you're not going to be able to access data from Infusionsoft and serve it up, which in most cases will be fine because this is a lead capture mechanism. So all the information you have is information you'll be collecting during the conversation. And all that information will be available for further steps in the conversation. Once you've set this up, then you can go into your managing your SMS conversations and create an SMS conversation for that phone number. Here's one I have. You can see I'm using a keyword script. I apply a tag, and then I have some interaction going on, saving information to various locations. So when you're ready to process your bulk SMS conversations, you come to bulk SMS conversation processing under mobile marketing, and you'll see the number of contacts you have pending. Here I just did a little test, so there's only one. And I can click Transfer Contacts to Infusionsoft. This will start the process. There's another feature here, just in case you wanted to do, for example, some sort of contest. You can indicate the number of contacts you want to select from the group and then hit Select, and then it will show you those names. Okay, once you see that, you know that your contacts are transferring. Now, I'm going to go back in and go to manage my phone numbers. I'm going to turn off bulkless SMS since I don't really need that for this number. You see the airwaves are gone, so that means this number is back to normal. So this will be interacting in a live process with Infusionsoft. So that's how you use bulk SMS. Whenever you're going in front of big groups, make sure you do that. And always remember to start the processing as soon as you're done speaking. That way we can get Infusionsoft working for you. Psst. Hey, before you go, I want to show you something that's in beta we're just about to release. It's called trackable links. I know that's not a new concept for you since you use Infusionsoft. However, these trackable links are for SMS. We just acquired a new short URL, and we're going to be allowing you to insert trackable links in SMS that will track back to the prospect. In other words, let's say you send out a SMS as part of a conversation or as a broadcast, and you want to be able to see who's actually clicking on those links in the SMS. We're going to make it so that you can indicate the URL you want. So let's go ahead and add a link so you can see how this works. So I'm going to label this, then I'm going to put in my URL. What's really cool is you can add all the information you want into the URL so that you can get good tracking on it. We use iTracker 360 for that. And then I can come in here and I can choose one of my tags. And then now, not only can I track if someone clicks on it by seeing how many clicks we get, but we're actually going to track back into Infusionsoft to the contact. By applying a tag, we're going to be able to then kick off a sequence in Campaign Builder that can let us know how to move a person to the next level. So I'm going to save that. And there's my URL, my title, my tag, and now this is going to be available for me to stick into my text messages in the very near future so that I can track who's clicking on what. You think that it is fun to track clicks in emails? Imagine tracking clicks in SMS. Super excited about this. We'll make you aware of it when it comes out.